Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Excuse my voice, it's been a little sore lately, but I'm going to preview for you a little flea market garage sale find that I recently acquired. And quite honestly, I haven't even looked through it much. It was a yard sale, garage sale kind of a thing I was driving past the other day, and they had a big surf rod out there, which kind of caught my eye, even though it was something that I kind of passed on eventually. But at the end of the yard there was this pail of reels. It said fish reels on them. It was covered up in a convenient old case, and of course curiosity got the better of me. I opened up the case, took a quick look in. I don't even know what I have in here, quite honestly. Took a quick look in, asked the vendor what they wanted. The price was well within reason, given that there's about 10 or 12 reels in here, and I said, sure, let's go do that. So I purchased these, and let's go find out what I got. So there's a combination of a bunch of things here, but they all seemed, on a quick note, to not have been used in a while, and all of them seem to have a relatively good manufacturer's lineage behind them. So there's pretty much name brands in here. Fella said that he's been fishing with these for a while, but it's time to get rid of them, and I know a taker for them. So I'd like to go through these with you. But before I do that, I'd like to thank our first responders and essential personnel and everybody involved in keeping us safe during the pandemic. Your efforts truly are appreciated. Whether you're EMT, medical, uniform, firefighters, police, first aid, as well as our essential personnel. Thank you for everything it is that you do. This one I like. It's a rear drag Daiwa. It's the SK750. It's a freshwater reel. It seems to be turning fine. It didn't seem like there was any quick notes in there about things that are just broken all over the place. So I haven't done one of these. We'll take it apart. We'll see what it looks like. Next out of the box then, again, I have no idea on these. This is a Daiwa RG1350. I guess the first thing I'm finding out, I probably should have put my gloves on, because there's a lot of dirt. And he said they've been sitting in a garage for quite some time now. I imagine what a lot of this is, other than just accumulated dirt and debris from the atmosphere, is that some of the oils in that may have leaked out of it and dried. It's obvious that this reel has been used recently because it's got braid line on it. A lot of times you'll find these reels that just have old monofilament on them, and you know they've been sitting there for some time. Well, next up then, we got two that are jumping out at me here. We've got another Daiwa. I guess this fellow is a Daiwa fan. This one is the long cast. It's the RG1305X. This is the one that brings the single trip lever to it. This one has a very loose rotor, and I'm not sure if this is one that's tied down by a rotor nut, or if this is one of those that has a U-clip underneath. If there's a U-clip underneath, it's not going to be doing me any good. No, there's a rotor nut, and you can see I can just turn this with my finger already. So that's the cause of the wobble there, is that's worked its way loose over time. But those are easily tightened and cleaned up. This reel will be ready to go fishing again. Well, we had one that's been trapped in that box for a while. It's anxious to get out. So let's go see what we got there. This is the one that was jumping out. We have a Quantum. It's the Quantum EX. It's a 2-ball bearing reel. This looks, by its case and its design and size, that this one is probably, I would say, 15 years old. The cases have changed quite dramatically in time. This is a bigger one. This one can be used in salt water for sure. It's wide enough. It's got a mag side on it, and it says it's Magnum gears, whatever that means, and a continuous anti-reverse. So it hasn't been that old. Continuous anti-reverses or 2000s kind of a thing. I think we're going to take this apart just to see what's going on underneath there, and if you happen to have the Quantum EX200, we'll make sure that you get a lesson in how to take it apart, service it, and get it fishing again. So that's 4. It's kind of more than I thought I was going to get. Here's a Penn Peerless number 9. So I just did a video on the 109, and I said that the 109 is often confused as the smallest of the series of 109, 209, 309, thinking that the 109 is just a miniature version or a smaller version of the 209 or the 309. That's not the case. That 109 has got a completely different mechanical design than the 209 or the 309, and the number 9 reel is actually the one that has the miniature version, if you will, of the 209 or the 309. Working, heavily dirt encrusted. This one probably hasn't gone fishing in 10 or 15 or more years. Still working, and it's time to put that one back together and take it fishing again. Okay. Looks like we have another small one. This is a Shimano. This is the Custom X 1000. This is going to be another of the freshwater reels. This one's got some line that's just tangling here as you turn it, but it seems to be turning okay. I like these little quick fire reels for the freshwater. This one may be, I'm trying to see it. It should be quick fire, but it's not. I'm not seeing the tab for it, so I'll have to see what's going on there. Always can be used without that quick fire technology. Apparently this fellow was a fan of reel drag fishing reels. Here's a Cardinal. This is an Abu Cardinal. It's the 754. It's one of the bigger of the rear drag fishing reels that you'll find on the market today. The problem with going big on rear drag fishing reels is that the drags are very small. So your max drag as you get into the bigger reels becomes a problem. Here's another problem. It seems like that's a trend here. We have another loose rotor. In this case, you can see, I'm not sure why these have taken the time that it has, but you can just turn that rotor nut with your finger. So if you have line that's spooling poorly, and most of the time when you have a loose rotor like that, you can almost get a figure 8 kind of a spooling on there, where you'll see the line will travel. Instead of traveling even, it's going to be traveling that way because of the rock in the rotor. If you get that kind of a pattern on there, almost definitely you've got a loose rotor that's causing that, and many times it can be simply adjusted with a wrench. We've got a couple of old things going out. Here's a twist out. It removes twist from monofilament line while fishing. Well, this ought to be interesting. Maybe I can figure out how that works and do a little bit of a video on that. I haven't seen this one, but apparently something about putting the line in the device here and having it all curled up on the one side as it's coming off the spool, I guess, and apparently somehow it becomes straightened on the outside. We're going to read this. This looks fascinating. We'll try and do something with that. We also had a little one of these spinner baits that somehow fell out. I'm not sure what we want to do with that yet. Fly reels. I always get asked, why don't you do fly reels? Well, I don't do fly reels. This is a Fluger Medalist. Seems to be working, and I'm not very, you can't be skilled at everything, and I'm not skilled at doing fly reels. Well, so far I'm really delighted with the purchase that I've made. I can't believe all the reels that I've gotten here for the price paid. Again, it was just kind of I saw a bucket, it was getting close to the end of the day, and this fellow was interested in selling them. Here's a Martin fly reel. Again, it seems to be working fine. I didn't even realize I probably got value in the lures here. That we got a little Hopkins. I guess we got a little Rapala maybe. The Rattling Rapala. Yep. Little setup here for a bluefish that you would be trolling deep and low on. But those are clearly a bonus. The reel that came out with that is a Daiwa AS1350, so the guy was a Daiwa fan for sure. This one you can tell, this is what I was mentioning before, you saw some with braid, you know that those were being fished earlier. Stuff like this. This hasn't been fished in a while. If I'm not mistaken, this is the one that's got the rubber claw for the anti-reverse. And this one may or may not be working. Yeah, we don't have an anti-reverse on this, and that's a common failure for that reel. Got an old Garcia Mitchell saltwater reel, 600 series. This is the 602. It's even got the decal on it, and it's got the requisite spider cracks on the other side plate. Great little reel, inshore ocean. Beautiful reel. I think I'll tune that one up and do a video on that one. Here's your 353, if you can't miss that one, huh? The Garcia Kingfisher 353. It's got a broken screw clip for the handle. Otherwise, seems to be working. We'll find a good home for that with a child somewhere. And then I got a Johnson Century. Let's see if it's working. Doesn't seem to be working. Maybe. This is... Yeah, we're going to have to see on that one if that works or not. So, and finally I have a stone that we can go sharpen hooks on. No, we don't. We have a rubber something. Oh well, that's just like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 reels. Certainly under $5 a piece. I have to do the math. But looks like I've got a lot of projects. That I don't have a lot of projects already, but some of these will make them to videos. I don't think we've done the smaller ones of these lately, and I know I haven't done the Quantum EX200, so we'll certainly try and get those worked in as I try to work through some of my backlog in the shop. So if you saw one of these in here that you would like to see as a video, other than the fly reels, I don't do fly reels, but other than the fly reels, if you see something you'd like to see a video on, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to try and accommodate that over time. If you want to see these, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss those episodes when I do post those. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. And I think we'll do a video on this one. I am unsure, completely unsure, how 2 rubber erasers with wing clips going through it is going to get the twist out. We may have to try this one. I have a couple of reels probably right in there, all the old monofilament that's got the memory in it. We just have to try and figure that one out. So maybe we'll do a video on this one, and we'll declare whether it's a success or a failure. This one's been around a long time. Hasn't been opened. I guess maybe somebody was as skeptical as I was about that, but that's okay. We'll figure that one out for sure. So this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. I hope you've enjoyed the little preview and a little bit of a view into what I've found in my bucket of fishing reels that was so appropriately named out there on the garage sale. And I wish you great fishing. Please stay well during the pandemic. Please stay watching and have a great day.